Well, let's get going. Welcome to our functional fitness class, part of our Grow with GoGo series. Before we get moving, just a quick reminder of what else GoGo offers. So in addition to these classes, you can access rides, meals, groceries, medication delivery, and home services, all by calling one number. That phone number is 855-464-6872. We also have a referral program. So if you go to the bottom of your GoGo receipts, there is a code. If you give that code to a friend, once they've taken their first service with GoGo, you will both receive $30 in credit. So just a nice win-win if you know someone who would benefit. We also have a Facebook group. So if you want to connect with other GoGo members online or just see how people are using GoGo, you're welcome to find us on Facebook, and we'll share a link to our page in the chat. And with that, if we haven't met, I'm Adra. I teach the yoga and the functional fitness classes here at GoGo. So what do we need? For functional fitness class, this class is primarily standing, but we do want a chair. So we do use the chair for balance, and sometimes we use it for some of the exercises. Wall space can be useful. If you don't have wall space, the chair is fine. A light set of weights can be really useful. If you don't have weights, that's okay. You could grab cans, water bottles, or honestly, nothing at all would be just fine. Just pretending that you're lifting something heavy when we're doing the upper body work works totally fine. And for the lower body, we use the weight of our entire body, so it's okay. And with that, we're Friday, so there's no move of the week. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. And here, I should pop up nice and big. If for some reason I didn't, you can adjust your settings. So what you'll do is you'll move your cursor to the top right-hand corner of your Zoom screen, and a box will pop up that says View. You want to pick Speaker View if you want to see me nice and big. And then you can pick Gallery View if you wanted to see everybody else. Okay, I'm going to just adjust the camera a little bit and we'll get going. Oh, wait, I meant to go this way. Oh, and you can see I'm cat sitting. It's my friend's cat in the background over here. All right, let's go ahead and stand nice and tall. Let's do a few shoulder rolls back. And a few shoulder rolls forward. Good. And then let's go ahead and inhale, open up the arms, lift the chest, little back bend. I'll just move my sweater here. So open up the chest and then exhale, round the back and give yourself a hug. Tuck your tail, wrap your arms around yourself. So inhale, open up the arms, chest lifts, tail goes back, and then exhale, round the back, curve the spine. Keep going, follow your breath. And then coming to stand tall, relax the arms, and let's go ahead and bend side to side. So stretching out the waist, you're sliding one hand down your leg, seeing how far you go, and then the other hand. If you'd like, you could add a reach. So as one arm reaches down, other arm can reach up and switch. So going at your own pace now and always. All right, go ahead and make your way back to center. Let's take the fingertips to the shoulders, soften the knees. We're going to try and keep our lower body nice and stable and twist just the upper body. And then back to center, release the arms, take your legs wide, so a little wider than the shoulders. And you're gonna allow your whole body to twist now. So you'll just twist right and left, let the arms swing. As you twist to the left heel could lift off the ground. And as you twist to the left, maybe the right heel comes up. So you're just letting the whole body be involved here. And then coming back to center. All right, let's keep those legs relatively wide, so wider than the shoulders. Toes can point forward or slightly out to the side. We'll inhale, bend the knees, let the hips go back into a squat, and then straighten the legs. I'll give you a side view. You don't need to turn sideways. It's just so you can see different angles. Inhale on the way down, exhale as you rise. So following your breath. Couple more. All right, and then coming all the way up. Let's go ahead and stand behind the chair. Hands come to the back of the chair, or you can go to the wall or a table, and then walk yourself back, finding an upside down L. So just stretching yourself out here. So your ankles are approximately under the hips. Your legs can be straight or bent. Your hips are over the heels. Your torso can be parallel to the earth or slightly lifted. It's up to you. Couple of breaths. So nice chair dog. And then go ahead and lift yourself up, walking forward. We're going to stay behind the chair and do a little bit of balance work. So let's step the right foot in front of the left so that we're standing on a tightrope. So all 10 toes are facing forward if possible. Right foot is directly in front of the left. So I'll give you a front view as well, so you can sort of see one leg is hidden behind the other. From here, finding your balance, you can continue to hold on with two hands. Maybe you hold on with one hand. If you need a little more challenge, maybe one finger or no hands. If you need even more challenge, you can close your eyes. All right, let's go ahead and swap. So left foot goes in front of the right this time, standing on that balance beam or that tightrope. All 10 toes are facing forward if possible. And then you're finding your right amount of challenge. So maybe you're holding on with two hands or one hand, a couple of fingers, or maybe nothing at all. And again, same thing goes here. If you need even more challenge, close your eyes. And then let's go ahead and come back to center. You can shake it off. So we're going to find a plie today. So we've done a lot of squats in this class, but plie, we keep the head over the hips. So our torso stays upright. We're going to layer onto this. So this is where we're going to begin. So it's like a chair pose, but our head is going to stay over our hips. All 10 toes face forward. The feet are maybe 4 to 6 inches apart. And you're going to do a little bend. So the knees are going to come forward. And as you can see, my head is approximately over my hips. So, and then we'll straighten. So we'll just do a few like that. Bend and straighten. And again, these are pliés. So it probably feels like you have a much smaller range of motion. They're not squats. So squats, the hips would be going back. The pliés, the hips are just staying beneath you. And just a few more, just to get a feel for that. Might feel like you really feel it in the front of the thighs a little more. Okay, and then we'll let that go. And now we're gonna do heel raises. We're gonna combine the two in a minute, but for now, heel raises. So all 10 toes face forward. You can hold on to your chair. You're gonna lift up and down. So heels go up and down. It is up to you how high you go. Now, I know some of you have told me in the past that standing heel raises don't feel possible, in which case you can have a seat, right? Sit in your chair and do the heel raises seated. You could even put your weights on your thighs as you do the heel raises seated. So if that's what you need, no big deal. Go for it. All right, take a little break. Let's do a calf stretch. Let's step the right foot back behind us. 1 to 3 feet back, just depends on the length of the legs. Bend your front knee, back leg is straight. So that back heel is pushing into the ground for your calf stretch. So front knee is bent, back leg is straight. Both feet are completely flat on the ground. Let's go ahead and swap. Step the right foot forward, left leg back, bend the front knee, push that back heel down. Great. And then back to center. And just roll up my pants so that you can see this next one better. We're going to combine those two exercises that we did, the heel raises with the pliés. So we'll start with going into our little plie. It's small, don't need to make it big. So again, head is over the hips. Hold on, and then we're gonna add the heel raises. Okay, so if you're going, you're insane, that's crazy, I'm not doing that. Alternate heel raises. So I'll show you a front view, right? You can do alternating heel raises in that plie position, still tons of work, or both heels together. Keep going. If you need more challenge, you could do this without holding on. So we're staying in that plie position and we're just lifting and lowering the heels. And maybe you're alternating. Couple more. Woo. All right, go ahead and push those heels back down, straighten out those legs, shake it off. Okay, let's go ahead and come to the other side of the chair and we're gonna do some triceps. We are gonna repeat those heel raises, pliés in a minute. For our triceps, helpful to grab your weight. So weight, water bottle, can, whatever you have. We're going to face the seat of the chair. Place the right hand on the chair or right fist on the chair. Knees can be soft. If that is too low, find a different surface. You could use the arm rest of the couch. You could put your forearm on a table or on a counter. So find something that you can support your body with so that your spine can be relatively long. I don't want to see a rounded Halloween cat position. We want that spine nice and long. Knees can be bent, so don't feel like your legs have to be straight. So find your supported position. We're going to start with the elbow already bent, so that arm, upper arm is close to the torso. And we're going to straighten the left arm back behind us and bend. And just straighten and bend, keeping that elbow high the whole time. All right, and then coming up, pause for a moment. Let's switch hands. So weight goes into the other hand. Now left hand supports you or left forearm supports you. Find that nice long spine position. We bend that right elbow, keep the arm lifted the whole time, and we're just straightening and bending. So the upper arm stays up at your own pace. All right, and go ahead and put the weight down. Come on up. We'll return to that in a minute. Let's go ahead and stand behind the chair again. We're going to do those heel raises in our little plie position. So head again over the shoulders, shoulders over the hips, approximately. We bend the knees. So we keep the torso pretty lifted, and then we do our heel raises. Again, feel free to alternate heel raises. That can feel really nice. So don't feel like you have to do both at the same time. Also, if this feels too crazy, just choose one of the positions. You could do just the plie or just the heel raises. So we layer different things on to make the movements more complex, but you can always break it down and go back to one of the component parts. Might feel some shakes, totally fine. Couple more. All right, and then go ahead and straighten out those legs, heels come down, back to our triceps. So grabbing your weight. Weight's in the left hand if you're doing the same as me. You're facing your support. So your chair or your table, hand or forearm supports you. Start with the arm lifted. So the upper arm is about parallel to the ground. And then we straighten and bend at your own pace. Finishing that up. Come to stand and switch sides. So weight goes into the other hand. Left hand or forearm is supporting you. Right upper arm is lifted. And then we straighten and bend. One or two more. And then go ahead and release and come to stand. We'll go ahead and find a seat. I'm going to face sideways. That way you see better. You can keep facing your screen. Put the weights off to the side if they're on your seat. Just be mindful of how you do that so that you're not hurting your back. Great, so we're sitting forward towards the front edge of the chair, so there's lots of space between us and our backrest. From there, you'll go ahead and lean back a little bit, thinking about this hinge coming from the pelvis and the hips. Then you can tuck your tail under. So you're going to find sort of a rounded back. So I'm going to do that again. So from that start position, right, we're sitting tall. Then we lean back a little, and then we can tuck the tail. So the tail is going underneath us. Then arms can reach forward or they can be down. I'm going to have my arms forward mostly so you can see what my body is doing. So my tail is tucked under so that those low abs are going to activate with a little bit more ease. And then we're going to move into some marching. So you're going to lift one foot off the ground and then the other. Again, feel free to have your hands down if that feels safer, more accessible, easier. Otherwise, arms can reach forward. So we're sort of doing a boat variation. Right, traditional boat, both feet are off the ground. We're not doing that. But we're finding that half boat and then coming back down. You feel like your abdominals are engaging, thinking almost pubic bone moves towards the belly button. Let's just do a few more. Even yourself out. So you've done the same right to left. And then go ahead and come on up and relax, release. Let's do a few shoulder rolls forward and a few shoulder rolls back. All right, letting those shoulders relax. You're gonna lift that right foot just a few inches off the ground, and then straighten the right leg and bend the right knee. So you're just gonna keep doing that. Straighten and bend that right leg. So that right leg, that thigh is maybe close to parallel to the earth. Or it's straightening and bending. So we're feeling the front of the thigh really working. Great. And then release, foot comes down. And we go to the other side. So left leg will lift just a little bit. And then we straighten and bend that left leg. Maybe one or two more. And release. Take a moment. Then we're going back to that core exercise. So you're going to allow yourself to lean back a little. And then if it feels safe and okay on your spine, you're going to tuck your tail under. If that feels bad, you can do the lean back without the tucking of the tail. So it's just an option if that feels good. So the tail can tuck a little bit. You're going to feel those abdominals engage, and then you're going to alternate lifting one leg and then the other. You can always lean further back, but you're not touching the backrest if that can be avoided. All right, maybe one more each side. And then come on up, take a moment. Slightly different variation, still working the front of the thigh. We'll go ahead and straighten the right leg out in front of us now. Now we're going to keep the leg straight, but lift and lower the entire leg. I like to flex the toes up to the ceiling. So from here, that right leg is straight. The leg is going to stay straight. We lift the thigh up so that the leg is parallel to the earth approximately, and then bring it back down. Up and down. All right, let's switch sides. Bend the right knee, straighten out the left. Same thing. Maybe flexing the foot so the toes are facing up towards the ceiling. Lift the leg and lower. Good. And then take a break, bend the knee, and let's come to stand. Okay, so this next exercise, you can grab your weights if you want. It's an arm exercise. I find that the weights feel a little heavy, so I'm gonna do no weights. If you have maybe 1 pound weights, that'll feel probably okay. But feel free to do no weights. You can do it with weights. We're gonna bring those arms out to the side into a T position. And of course, you can have cans here, whatever you want, water bottles. So arms are straight to begin. And we're going to do some small circles forward. So really small. I'm thinking like $50 coin circles. And then small circles the other way. So as we do this, if your arms start to get too tired and you need to bring them down, that's totally fine. All right, let's go forward again. Let's say dessert plate size. Approximately. I know we all have different ideas of what size a dessert plate should be. And let's take that the other direction, dessert plate size. Neck is trying to stay relaxed. All right, let's go forward, dinner plate size. And backwards, dinner plate. Forward, beach ball. Backwards, beach ball. Woo, and then hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release those arms, shake them out. Let's give ourselves a quick stretch for the shoulders. Let's bring the right arm forward, cross it over to the left, and then use your other elbow to hook onto that right elbow and pull your arms in. I'm mirroring you. And then switch sides. Arm comes forward and across, elbows hooked together, pull them in. Let's give ourselves a tricep stretch too while we're here. So release the arms. Let's bring the right arm up, bend the elbow, hand goes behind the head. You could stay there. You could grab the elbow if you'd like. And then switch sides. Other elbow bends. Feel free to grab a hold of it. All right, and release. We're gonna do a leg exercise. We're gonna do some side lunges. I'm gonna get rid of my socks so I don't slip on the floor because we'll have a pretty wide stance. So feel free to do that if you're on hardwood and in socks. So legs are gonna go wide, so wider than the shoulders. The toes can point slightly out to the side. You can have your weights. I'm gonna do no weights, but you're welcome to have your weights in front of your chest if you'd like. We'll go ahead and bend one knee, hips go back. One leg is straight, one leg is bent, your torso can come forward, and then switch sides. So we straighten and bend. I'll give you a side view. So one knee is bent, and then the other. So we have one straight leg, one bent knee as we go. Torso comes forward. Keep going. Maybe one more time each side. And then coming back to center. Let's bring those legs back towards each other, shake them off. We're going to do those arm circles one more time. Arms out into a T position. I'm going to do them this time with my palms facing up. So if you want some variation, go ahead and do that palms up. If not, palms can stay down, no big deal. And we're starting with those small coins. Well, not small coins, large coins. Kind of a $50 size. And then other way. And then forward, let's go to our dessert plate. Watch if those arms are starting to droop. If it feels easy and your arms are drooping, bring them up. Go the other way, dessert plate backwards. If it's hard, then yeah, it's fine for your arms to droop. But if you're going, this is really easy, make sure your arms are actually basically parallel to the earth. Let's go dinner plate forward. Dinner plate backwards. Beach ball forward. Beach ball backwards. Then hold in your T position for 10. 5. And release, relax. Woo! Shake them out. Back to those side lunges. So feel free to have your weights by your chest if you want them. Feet go wide, wider than the shoulders. Toes can point forward or just slightly out to the side if you'd like. Let's bend one knee, hips go back, torso comes forward, straighten, and then the other. So keep going at your own pace. Again, I'm just giving side views in case you missed it on the first go. Go as fast or as slow as you want. Maybe one more time each side. And come all the way up. Release those arms, release those legs, bring them back, shake them off. Okay, we are going to repeat several of the exercises that we've done. So first, we're going to do our plie heel raises. Again, doing any of the variations you want. So that could also be just heel raises or just bending and holding the plie or the combo. Tricep extension. Then sitting down, core, where we lean back and do the marching. Don't worry, I'll talk you through them as we go. Then we're going to do the leg lifts, seated in the chair. Then we're going to do one more set of these circles, and then one last set of these lunges, these side lunges. We're not really going to take a long break. We will have time to transition. So just take a few breaths to prepare yourself. And we'll begin behind the chair or whatever support you have. So hands support you. We go into our little plie and add our heel raises. So at your own pace, plie heel raises, feel free to do something different. So maybe you're just doing heel raises, maybe you're holding the plie. Maybe you're doing alternating heel raises. Let's do about 2 more. Good. Straighten out those legs, grab one of your weights. I'm going weight in the left hand. Right hand is supporting me, or forearm on a table. Spine is long. Let's start the elbow already bent, and then we straighten and bend the arm. So the upper arm stays still, it's the forearm that's moving. Let's do two more. Come up, switch sides. Weight goes into your other hand. Left hand or forearm is supporting you. Knees can be soft, spine is long, elbow is lifted. We straighten and bend. Good. Go ahead and put the weight down. Come on up. Have a seat. Sit towards the front of your chair so that there's plenty of room behind you. Take a breath and then lean back. You decide how far you go. You can keep your spine neutral, or if you want, you can find that little tuck of the tail if that feels good and safe today. Arms can be forward or down. I'm having arms forward mostly so you can see. Alternate lifting one leg and then the other. All right, maybe one more each side. And then sitting tall, arms relax. Let's straighten the right leg out, flex the foot, toes up towards the ceiling. We lift the leg and lower. Keep going. Bend the knee, switch sides. Left leg straightens, foot is flexed. We lift and lower. Good. Go ahead and re-bend, come to stand. Arms come out to the side once you're up. You could actually do this seated if you want. Arms out into our T position. I'm going to do palms up again, but it's up to you. You can do palms down, forward, up, little circles forward, like a $50. Other way. Dessert plate forward. Dessert plate backwards. Dinner plate forward. Dinner plate backwards. Beach ball forward. Beach ball backwards. And then hold the arms out into a T position for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the arms. Shake out those arms as you bring those legs nice and wide, wider than the shoulders. We'll do those side lunges. Toes can point forward or slightly out to the side. We bend one knee, hips go back, torso can come slightly forward. Make sure one leg is straight. And then straighten that leg and switch. Other knee bends. Keep going. Up to how low you go. Couple more. Start to even yourself out. So you've done the same right to left. Then relax those arms, bring those legs back towards each other. Take a few breaths. Let's do a neck stretch. Let's bring the right ear towards the right shoulder. So shoulders are relaxed. So even though the ear is going towards the shoulder is not coming up towards the ear. And center, switch sides, other ear towards the shoulder. Back to center. Let's reach the arms back behind us. So if you can, you're going to interlace your fingers. If you can't, you can reach back without interlacing. Hug those shoulder blades together, and we're going to do the ear to shoulder again. So we'll bring right ear towards the right shoulder. And then left ear towards the left shoulder. And then back to center. Release the arms. Let's inhale, circle the arms out to the side and up towards the ceiling. Exhale, lower the arms back down. Two more. Inhale, circle the arms out and up. Exhale, down. Last time. Inhale, circle out and up. And exhale, let it go. Awesome job, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. It's always fun. We have time now if anyone has questions. There is no move of the week because we are Friday, but if you have questions about class, either today or maybe your yoga class, now is your time to ask. You can use the chat or feel free to unmute yourself.
Hello.
Hi, Doug.
Hi. I saw the cat, but where's the cow?
Where's the cow? Yeah, and we didn't do any cow pose today.
No.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And that's twice this week, and I'm feeling much better. And I'm relaxed. All of a sudden, my shoulders are relaxed, my arms are relaxed. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Jim. And Jacqueline, I see your note in the comments. Thank you.
Hello, beautiful. Thanks for letting me in at the last minute. I wasn't feeling too good, but I was like, I cannot miss this. Better late than never. So blessings to you and everyone. Thanks so much. God bless.
Thank you. Thanks, Miss Chloe. That's a thank you to V because V is here so that if you come late, she can let you in.
Thank you, B. I love you too. You know this. Okay. God bless. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
You too.
Okay, thank you too. I was running late too, so I still got in. This is Annette.
Hi, Annette. Hi, Annette. Glad you made it in. I'm seeing some other nice comments here. Margaret saying, always a great class. Enjoyed it in spite of my bum knee. Great. Glad you were able to still enjoy it and modify as needed. Kenneth, I see your note in. Did work up a sweat. Great. I'm glad you got some extra work going there.
And my balance is getting a little better too.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. Every time I see you, you keep saying that. So that makes me really happy.
Yep, getting there.
Well, if there's nothing, thank you everyone so much for being here. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm looking forward to seeing you next week, either on Wednesday or on Friday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next time. Thanks, everybody.